Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In earlier lectures we have discussed about the TCP configuration. Now we are going to see about the configuration of the routers on the network. So first of all, what are the routing protocols? Solaris system, which is the software supports that two protocols that supports the two routing protocols. What are these? First of all, we have the RIP, which is the routing information protocol, and ICMP, which is the the ICMP router discovery. These both are the standard TCP/IP protocols. So first of all, what is router information protocol? So router information protocol is implemented by in.routed. The router daemons which automatically start when the machine boots or when run on a router with the /s or -s operation specified. So in.router files the kernel routing tables with the route to every reachable networks and the advertise reachability through all the network interfaces. So there are the two ways to extract information on the host by using the information routing information. First of all, do not specify the um, S flag, which is the capital S space saving mode, and which is also built a full routing table exactly as it does on the router. Next we have ICMP router discovery protocol, which is host use RDISC to obtain the routing information from the routers. So that's when hosts are the running on this protocol, the routers must also run another protocol like RIP. So in order to exchange the router information among themselves. Next, configuring the router. So TCP/IP first requirement for the router is that the machine must have at least two network interfaces installed in it, or as like introduced as the network interfaces on it. As long one of the network interface is not disabled, so the router will automatically talk to the RDISC and the RIP protocols. So these protocols keep track of the routers on the network and advertise the routers to the host on the network. So after the router is physically installed on the computer, on the network, configure it to operate in the local file modes I described how to, which we have discussed earlier. So this assures that router will boot in cause the network configuration servers is down. So always remember that unlike a host, a router has at least two interfaces to configure. So configuring both routers network interfaces. So how to configure a machine as a router, and how a machine determine that it is a router. Let's discuss about it. So become a like on machine, we have to configure a router and do the following. First of all, create a directory which is hostname.interface file. Next we and install that directory. Next, type in each file the hostname you have selected for that interface. Third, we have to type the hostname and IP address of each interface into uh, directory host. So we have the machines Timbuktu and different types of the machines. So if the router is connected to any subnetted networks, we have to edit the net mask directory and type the local network number, which is 129.9.0.0, like for example as associated net mask number 255.255.255.0. We have considered these as the example. Next, how a machine determine that if it is a router. Let's skip that part and jump into the automatic routing and protocol selection. So to select the static routing on the host, if the host is this class client on the network or the network clients, you can simply add an entry for the routers on the network into the default router directory. Or for forcing a machine to be a router, you can force the machine that that has only one interface, hostname.interface file, so by default as a host to be a router. Next, forcing a machine to be a host, we have to also specify the firewall gateways. So this is the first of all, there are the three steps. First of all, we have to edit the directory which is name as s69 inet. Next, we have to comment out the following two lines and add these lines. So that's it for today. We have discussed that how to force a machine to be a router or automatic routing protocol selection and all that. Thank you.